Tina Turner.
I don't know if we need to tell everyone that with a mixed crowd.
Well, we went to see Cactus, who was the opening act, and not many remember Cactus. Jeff Beck was actually going to be their guitarist till he had a car accident. So as I'm standing outside looking for a ticket, some guy runs out and gives me a front row ticket. He goes, "Do you need a ticket?" And he hands me a front row ticket. And I think, who wouldn't hand this a front row ticket? So Cactus is there, and some of my friends come up to the front because the first 4 rows are empty. And I'm getting elbowed because the guitar player is playing his guitar at me. And then I say, who wouldn't play the guitar at that? And then Tina comes on. And then the audience fills up. And I am sitting there with my jaw on the floor because of the total experience and what Tina can do with a microphone. So when Rainbow told me to put my lips right up there, I was like, that is not happening. And I don't know if any of you know the nonprofit Playing for Change. They do incredible work. But I'm watching these little kids doing all these groovy songs, and those microphones are hairy. And I had never met a hairy microphone. And then I think of Tina, and I don't know what I'd do. So I am an old hippie, probably a younger end of the old hippies. And on my 5th grade class trip, we went to see Finnegan's Rainbow in New York City and went to eat at Mom and Leone's, and I spent all 12 of my Kodak cameras film with the hippie walking this way and the hippie walking away from me. And he had long hair and a leather vest and bells, and that was it. I was hooked. 5th grade, hooked on hippies. So with that note, at 15, I followed all my older hippie friends down to Florida. And I just happened to land in the house of what some of you may know as the Gainesville Green Growers Association. They are the ones who brought Sinsemilla growing to the East Coast. And if you've ever read High Times, you would know all about them. Well, I'm 15, Daddy's FBI. I'm on a plane the next day home. I have no idea what happened. I had new hippie friends and I'm going home. 6 months later, I am back in Gainesville, this time with Daddy's permission, and things are going well till we get a summons. My sister gets a summons, I get a summons. Daddy's taking us to Ireland. Get your passports, get your butts up here. We're going to Ireland. So, we go to Ireland. As soon as we get through customs, my dad says, "Let me see your passport." I'm like, huh? I hand it to him, he boxes it. He goes, "I know you. I took you here, you're coming home with me." And as my sister and I are reminiscing on this trip, I'm like, I was really into the Book of Kells. It was so beautiful there. And she's like, "Do you remember the phone call?" And I'm like, "What phone call?" She said, "When we were staying in Dublin, we had to evacuate where we were staying. Dad dragged us out of there. He got a phone call. They were bombing that street that day." And I'm like, Daddy used his children as covers to bring shit to the IRA? No, really, like, that's got my head going. But my sister got sick on the trip, and we ended up in a town, believe it or not, called Fecal. There is a Fecal Ireland, and we're in this bar, and this really arrogant, very good-looking man comes up, and he wants to barter my father for my hand. My father gets him up to 100 head of cattle. Who wouldn't trade 100 head of cattle for that? And I'm beating on him, and he's a big man. He's 240, I'm 5'4", 110, soaking wet. And he's laughing, he's smacking me away, he's pushing me away, and I'm like, I'm a fly. And they put out their hands to shake, and this guy's like, got that look in his eye, he's got this down. And my dad goes, how the hell am I going to get 100 head of cattle on the plane? So, some of you know I live on Bellevue. Some of you may know it is the mental institution in New York City. Some of you may not know it's where they institutionalized Mary Todd Lincoln after they shot the president. Some of you may not know it also means beautiful view. Somebody was also kind enough last week to say, I was a beautiful view. So I think I will take all three of those. And to make it worse, when my sister visited, my dad graduated FBI the year I was born, and I have a picture of them standing outside their hotel. Mom and Dad, and all proud, and the damn hotel they were staying at, I never read it. It's the Bellevue. So I ended up where I'm supposed to be. But comedy has helped me a lot through a lot of what I've been through, and some of you know, and that's another story, but people know Lewis Black. He's, comedian, Lewis Black, people know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, Kathleen Madigan has toured with him for years. She's known him for 25 years, and I think we have things in common. She has an inner jackass, I have an outer jackass. She likes wine and beer, I like wine and beer. She's Irish, I'm Irish, and I want to steal one of her lines, and it really has to do with Lewis. And it is the scene in one of her second specials streaming on Netflix, where her parents won't let her stay over in this retirement home because she's not 55, and she says, what do they do, a bed check? And the mother goes, yeah, that's what I heard. And she's like, well, if they do a bed check, I'm running into the den, and I'm hiding behind the chair, and I'm pulling the scene and the sound of music, the very end where the Von Trapp family is hiding behind the tombstones. And I'm just switching it up. I'm going to say, you're not one of them, Lou. Come with us. You're not one of the 1%. Stream on Netflix. Thank you.
Lauren, thank you so much for your stories.